Welcome to Sacred Wandering with Keira. My friend, this is a corner of the world where time stops, where the noise in our minds quiet, where we have soft hearts and we open our palms and we ask. This is a place where we receive. I invite you to join me as we wander through the sacred together. Welcome to Sacred Wandering. Good morning, my love. I welcome you here into this space with me. You made it. Whatever mountain you had to climb, whatever pathways you had to sweep, whatever you had to do to clear the cobwebs of the mind, to clear the clutter of the day, to sit here and pray. I honor you. I see you. And I am so grateful for you. Today, my love, we're going to begin. We're going to begin with our beautiful breath. For the breath is how we return to the body. The body is how we meet with God. So we're going to do a nice in-breath. And on that in-breath, I want you to use the in-breath like a magnet. And you're going to breathe the in-breath and it's going to move into wherever in your body feels hard, cold, walled off, maybe numb. And on the out-breath, it's going to pulse with the rhythm of the love of God. And we are going to wake up and revitalize this peace inside of you. We will do this for 3 breaths. So we're going to breathe in, allowing this beautiful light to be magnetized wherever you feel hard, distant, cold. And as you breathe out, allowing that space to be softened, held, and loved. Bringing in the in-breath again. And out. One more time. Finding your own rhythm of breathing. Placing your hands on your heart. And bringing attention into the space. For this is where we sit. At the foot of God. It is here. Within our very hearts. But oftentimes our hearts are walled, guarded, protected. And so it seems as though God is far. So it may seem as though the heavens have been closed, that they are silent. But it is only that we just cannot feel. Similarly to having on really hard shoes, someone were to step on your feet, you wouldn't actually feel it. For the shoes protected your foot as it was intended to. But these walls that we build around our hearts, they go deep and wide. And once I was shown a vision of the highway. And on this highway, God showed me that if there are barricades all the way across, nothing can get through. And God showed me that this was the same as the highway of the heart. That if there are barricades, nothing gets through. And yet, this is the hardest part. Is to trust that if we open our hearts, we will live. I find it interesting that in most scriptures, God asks us to have soft hearts. God asks us to not harden our hearts. While that is the first thing that we do. The first time we are hurt, the first time we are abandoned, betrayed, forgotten, abused. The heart does what it needs to do. Just place a protection around it. But as this grows, it becomes as though you've stepped your foot in mud and then it dried. And then you stepped in the mud again and then it dried. And then you do that 1,000 times over. And soon your feet become encased with a cement type structure. And this is what happens within us. And so we think that God has left. And so we think that we are alone. But it's just simply that we cannot feel. And the message that I received today was one that God gave me as I have been on the deepest journey of self-love, that I've been on the deepest journey of softening the hard case around my own heart. These are the words that God said. Some seeds must be soaked before placed within the darkness of the soil. The soaking softens the shell, allowing the seed to crack easier when planted. Your time with God soaks the seed of your heart. Come sit at the foot of God more. Soak, and you will soften. So today, as we go into prayer, I invite you to pick up the walls that are around your heart. And they will be mighty and they will be heavy. And you are going to pick them up and we are going to give them to God. I'm going to ask that God may melt them, soften them. That we no longer need to carry around the cement blocks that we've been placing in front of our hearts, around our hearts, above our hearts, below our hearts. And we are going to ask that God will touch our cells, that our cells may match the frequency of divine love, that our cells may match the frequency of one who is soft in their hearts. Watching your cells awaken. Watching your cells begin to soften. Then from here, we're going to ask that God will place his hands on our heads to give us a blessing. That you may hear the words that are for you today. And I'll be quiet while you pray. Taking a nice deep breath in, allowing the words to move through the body. And now we're going to open up our palms right in front of our hearts. We're going to ask that God will place within the palms of our hearts the number one action that we are here to do today. We're going to listen. We're going to receive. And then we will ask that our angels will come and walk with us today. They will show us exactly what needs to happen, that they will open the pathways where once there were walls, that they may unlock the doors that once were padlocked, that they may bring in the miracles that are so divinely yours. And as they do this, that you may know the truth, that you are not alone, that you are witnessed by God, and that you are so loved. I want to thank you for wandering into the sacred with me. And I will see you tomorrow morning in our prayer corner. Thank you for wandering into the sacred with me today. If this episode moved or inspired you, I encourage you to share it. Think of someone who needs this message today and text it to them. Let's add more light to the world by welcoming people into our prayer corner together. I also want to invite you to create your own prayer corner at home, a space set apart where you can return again and again to hear God's voice. To support you, I've created the Sacred Space course, which guides you step by step in locating, creating, and dedicating your very own sacred space. You're also welcome into the Sacred Wandering Facebook group, where you can share the blessings that God is giving you and be uplifted by others walking this path. You can find both of these resources in the show notes, or just send me a DM on Instagram at Keira Brinton, and me or my team will send them directly to you. I want to thank you for being one of the rare humans who chooses to sit at the foot of God, to ask, listen, and do. And as always, I want to thank you for wandering into the sacred with me.